Hello, let's go over this example. I had to work through it a little earlier just to make sure I was walking through it right. Here's the problem. Uh, Cost $8 to draw a sample size of n. If it was 5, if your n was 10, it'd be $80 because you multiply 10 times 8 just to understand that part. Basically, you want to stay within some type of budget. Your budget is 1500. So I need to know what should my n be. So this is called sample size determination. Without even looking at anything, they're giving me an n value, the cost per n value here, a budget. I know I'm looking for how many should I sample. Here it says, do you have sufficient funds to estimate the population mean for the attribute of interest with a 95% confidence interval, 5 units in width? Assumed standard deviation 15. Select the correct choice below and fill in the answer box to complete your choice. Um, Again, you need to look for the sample size, and the formula is here for sample size determination if given a standard deviation and a z-value and a within value, and that's what we're given. This one you really can't use many tabs. You're gonna just plug it in this formula. You use many tabs to calculate your z value in the formula. And if you recall this, the z value in the formula, if we're looking for a 95% confidence interval, basically I'm putting 0.95 in the middle. Then I'm going to take 1 minus 0.95, which is 0.05, divide that by 2, I get 0.025. That's what I would put here, 0.025, and take this and put it in many tabs to find this 1.96. This is for a 95% confidence interval. For a 90% confidence interval, which you'll need on the next part, I would use this number right here, 1.645. So basically, I'm just going to plug everything in the formula to find that how many should I sample. So my z for the first part is 1.96. Standard deviation is 15. My e is 2.5 because it's half of the width. You only want the plus or minus, so you got to take half of that. That's the part that was throwing a lot of people off there, taking half of that. So if I plug that in, I have it plugged in over here. This is the one with the 1.96. So let's clear that. Go over here. All right, so there's this is the same thing. I just plugged it into the formula here. 1.96 times 15 divided by 2.5. See that? Here. And if I hit enter, I get 138.2976. You always go up to the next integer. So that one is 139. The next one, you do the same thing. And instead of on the formula, instead of this 1.96, you're going to plug in 1.645. Put that in your calculator, and the number is actually smaller than this. So let's answer that question with that number smaller. Well, the answer's here, but the answer is going to be no. It says if we used a 9% confidence level, would your answer to part A change? And this is no, because the total decreases and the funds are still sufficient. Up here, when I got a sample size of 139, I should have calculated 139 times 8. And whatever that amount is, it's smaller than 1500, which means yes, because the required sample size is this, and it is within budget. And this one is no, again, because the total cost decreases and the funds are still sufficient, which basically means that number went down. So of course the cost is going to be lower. So that's why it's going to be no here. Hopefully that helped. If it did, let me know. We can go over it. Maybe you can give me a call and we can walk through it. But thanks.